Oh dear, howdy partners, how's it going? So we're gonna put a few tomatoes in these pots here because as you can see the tums in the greenhouse are getting too big for these little pots now, and I'll put them in these big pots and later these big pots are going to go outside. And these tomato plants here, I got some seeds from a English bloke who lives in Austria. I think his YouTube name's Graham Bull, and these are those Italian fancy tomato things. They're supposed to be the best ones for pasta sauce, Maranzano tomatoes. I think that's what they're called anyway. So we'll put a couple of the biggest ones in these buckets. I'm not sure how these things grow, but they're just going to hopefully grow like bushes really. If they're Italian type, they can kind of grow on the ground in Italy. What's that in there? Ew. There's a beastie inside it. Let me get someone to pick it out because I'm not touching that with my hands. You can see that. It's gone in through the hole in the bottom of the thing, and some creature. Look at that. You know what that is? That's a, you can see it, that's a Kartoffelkäfer. So that's going to get killed, I'm afraid, because that's one of the worst things, Colorado beetle, and those things eat up all your potatoes. So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to kill him live on live YouTube television, but there's no more hanging about in there. I don't think Colorado beetles eat tomatoes, but tomatoes and potatoes, the same family, aren't they? So I still don't want them nesting in there. I'll put that in there. So I'm trying out a new way with the tomatoes this year. I've got these €1.99 buckets, and I'm going to just try them in the buckets. I'll put them out in the garden and bury them about up to here, so the roots have got a chance to go down and get some nutrients out of the ground and keep it a bit more, keep it wetter, and we'll see how it goes. And it might be good as well, because I've often seen that when your tomatoes are on the ground, that's when you get the blight mostly. And so keeping them up off the ground a bit with a bucket might keep the blight at bay a bit. So I'll get another one out here. I'm just getting the biggest ones. They're all going a bit, what's another creature on there? They're all going a bit wonky. Because they're growing up against the glass here and it's not flat. So I hope there's nothing in here to scare me. Yeah, there's something in there as well. What's that? Earwig. So I'm going to still leave these in the greenhouse for a bit longer, so I've hardly got any room in here anymore. Where should we put these then? This stuff here is the last of the spinach. I'm going to get one more harvest out of that for tonight's dinner, and then I'm going to clear all that, and then I can put some stuff in here like my aubergine here, waiting to go as well, trying it out in a pot this year, buried in the ground. I haven't been able to get myself together to do a proper gardening video this month. I don't know why. I've tried a few times, I've made a few, and then I've looked at them and thought, nah, no one wants to watch that, and just not bothered. But I'll have to do it one day, I suppose. So I'll go and get another bucket. These are Dan's marrows, which definitely got to go out soon because they're looking well exfoliated. And I need to get in some proper ground. Dan said they don't work well when they're potted out of repotted, but I'll have to see. Yeah, I just can't seem to get into gear this year with the gardening. Pure laziness probably. Pure funk. They're looking quite nice, these little tomatoes here. They're quite solid and healthy looking, apart from the creepy crawlies that are in the pots. See if there's out in this one. No, that one looks alright. Give them a good press down to make sure there's no air holes under the roots. So I've got another few more tomato plants to do. I'll do that today. And I'll just show you quickly where they're going to go then. There's a couple of bacon sodas potatoes there, and I'm going to do a little experiment with those this year, which is making fertiliser out of my own urine. So I'll probably use them two as the test ones, because there's a Cara and a Charlotte, and let these ones over here, the other ones from Brendan, let them be the what do they call it, the untreated ones, which will just get the power of the Sybil to help them grow. Okay, Sybil? And those tomatoes that I was talking about, I'm just clearing this little area here for the pots. And I'm going to put those pots in there and bury them, because that's quite a hot spot there. And I'll just plant the pots in down there. Celery coming up from last year. Strawberries coming up everywhere this year. Chives and can't remember what it's called, not rosemary, some sort of herb. Mint and sage. Nice lilacs this year. Just about, I feel like Oscar Wilde, Dorian Gray sniffing them. They quite knock you out actually. There's the ferns coming up now like mad. And a rose, a few roses coming. And the, what do they call them? Wisterias are in full bloom at the moment. But the smell of them is so overpowering, you can hardly sit under them. Like, you've got these great big black bee things buzzing in there all day long, and the smell, it almost knocks you out. I wish you could smell it. I'm glad you can't really. It's like a kind of really strong perfume that an old lady had wear and been shut up in a lift with her for hours. That's the kind of smell it is. It's sort of musty and sweet and a bit nauseous. So that's me done for today, just a quickie. Have a great day.